trans, like fairy tale trans, or like...
Okay, should I leave now? All right, okay. Oh, good show, guys.
Hello, fancy people. Welcome to another episode of the Nerd Edification Hour 2.0, pretty much. I'm Caleb.
I'm Becca.
I'm Tiana.
And today we have a slew of entertainment news. So much entertainment news. And then we also have some, just a little bit of anime news, just like one little thing. Just a teeny tiny bit we're going to talk about. And then we'll have your nerd vocab after that, as always. And then we got a slew of gaming news, and then a finale to something Becca started a couple of episodes ago. So definitely look forward to that. Tiana.
Oh, so we're opening up with animation
Well,
news.
yeah, we're right here. This is it. Animation news. We've got entertainment news, so like movies, animation. But we got some animation stuff going on.
Yeah, on the 22nd of this month, they released a trailer for Courage the Cowardly Dog straight out of nowhere.
Yeah,
it's a Courage the Cowardly Dog Scooby-Doo like mashup
the crossover
Oh.
we have all been waiting for years. Go ahead, play the trailer.
Yes.
Scooby-Doo, Courage the Cowardly Dog, finally together, the thing we all wanted to see. And it actually doesn't look bad.
It looks really good, and I mean, of course, you want the Mystery Inc. Incorporated game to go out in the middle of nowhere and handle all the creepy things Courage puts up with.
They'll definitely find some creepy stuff out. It's great.
I think in one part of the trailer they actually do bring that up. They're like, "Wow, everything scary happens in the middle of nowhere."
The two animation styles from the different shows seem to go together pretty well.
Yeah, I wonder what they changed design-wise to make it blend so well, because I don't remember the shows looking very similar at all.
Yeah, no, definitely I can see like they kept everybody's like shape. Like you see like that guy's from Courage the Cowardly Dog, you see they kept everybody's shape like that. But I think they kind of gave everybody the same like shading and everything.
Yeah.
Which that's what it looks like.
Like everybody's on the same like camera filter now.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Pretty much. And it just looks like a bunch of bugs, but this definitely does look fun. I watched the trailer and I was actually quite surprised. I was like, oh, it doesn't look like it sucks. It's great.
But you know the disappointing thing?
What?
I think this is like a straight to DVD kind of thing. So like, it's not something that's going to play in theaters. It's not something that's going to play on Cartoon Network.
That does make sense, unfortunately, because nobody really releases 2D animated films anymore, at least not to the theaters. Like that kind of stuff does typically tend to go straight to DVD.
I mean, but for nostalgic purposes, I think this would have been a really fun thing to go and watch in theaters.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, because like, I think the quality of it looks like it would do good in the theaters, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, 10 out of 10, for sure.
But kids these days just don't enjoy the 2D animation. It's like, what a lame excuse to not.
I'm kind of like worried and sad that it's not going to get a lot of not going to get a lot of views. And
I'm sure they'll sell like plenty to make their money back. At least that's my opinion. But September 14th is when you can look for that in your local
Walmart.
Piggly Wiggly or something. I don't know.
Piggly
Not the
Wiggly?
Piggly
That's
Wiggly.
where it's probably going to end up is on Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, that's
At
worse
least-
than the $5 bin at
I'm
Walmart.
surprised they didn't say like streaming services or anything. I'm sure it's going to come to like HBO or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been sick to have it on Netflix at least.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be on HBO eventually. It'll get there.
You know what's funny is that was two franchises I was not allowed to watch as a kid.
Really?
Really?
Well,
Yes.
you were
'cause,
a
like,
sheltered child.
I was
so it
sheltered
makes
child with no
sense.
cable.
Well, I wish my parents
The only
told me.
episode I remembered of The Cowardly Dog is had to do with a tree of some kind, and like the old angry guy wanted to chop it down, and they did. It was weird.
You watched the one of the really weird, creepy episodes.
I did.
For your
That's the only one I saw. I don't even know where I saw it at.
Courage is it's something else. It's such a fun show and funny show to watch, but looking back, you're just like, how was I allowed to watch this? Like, this is weird. Like, you know, but it's still funny.
It definitely
yeah.
messed me
Stupid
up as a
dog.
kid.
I'm gonna get mean ballot. nope, not getting out of this chair. Eustace is so funny. And that one episode where they do like a flashback to his childhood or whatever, and how he got his hat or something like that because he's always been bald. You don't remember that?
I don't. I remember the episode when we found out his mom is actually bald too.
Oh yeah, well his mom's bald and abusive, so like that kind of explains his character. But still, like just there was a whole thing where he like kept getting younger or something. I can't remember. It was.
I remember when Muriel kept getting younger in the whole macaroni scene.
Yeah. Well, that was a tornado that changed her age.
I don't remember him getting
more
younger.
macaroni, less cheese. More cheese, less macaroni. You know what? I don't like macaroni and cheese.
Oh man, I love it. I love it.
It was a good time.
You missed out, Becca.
Time to catch up on childhood.
I don't know. I only have so much time in a day. I don't know if that's one of the things to catch up on. Is it? Oh, okay. Should I leave now? All right. Okay. Oh, good show, guys.
We'll not be seeing Becca on the show anymore.
Bye.
Out of here.
I'm just leaving.
No, she.
Oh, she's gone now.
Don't go too far.
Shame, Becca. This is the Becca
Showing
shame
behind
cam.
the scenes. All right, get back over here. No, you're just gonna sit.
I'm just gonna sit in the corner now. Rest of the show.
Okay, so in other animation news, it was a great month for animators in Africa this month because 2 shows by African animators got picked up by Cartoon Network and Disney, which is awesome because as far as animation, Africa does not get a lot of attention as much as like Japan and South Korea, even France. France is up there on the list.
Well, yeah, there's so many like French cartoons out there, like blew my mind because like especially growing up, I had no idea. When I was growing up, I don't know. There was like a block on Cartoon Network called like Magoozy or something like that. Remember that? Yeah, no, it was weird. It was like Toonami, because Toonami was before that, but then they turned Toonami off and then they brought in Magoozy, and Magoozy was specifically like French animation stuff, but it was like still anime looking. So like we all thought it was still anime, but it was actually French animation. So you had like Code Lyoko, like Totally Spies, and like all that show up in the same block.
Totally Spies is French?
Yeah.
I didn't watch
So
that either.
Spies is French. It's great.
I didn't know they had like a whole like block.
If you look it up, and it's like all these creatures and they live underwater, and it was pretty cool. It's like
wild.
it's like an underwater base. It's like basically they weren't in space like Tom is in Toonami, but they're like underwater. And then like this one girl comes in, like talks to these like weird underwater creatures. It's pretty cool.
That sounds better than the bug thing that they did. You remember when they had the like weird cartoons like Mad and Uncle Grandpa, and they had like the bug guys who would come on and be like, "This is the next cartoon."
Are you talking about creepy and gross? You talking about Space Ghost?
I don't think so.
No, was he like a praying mantis dude?
Yeah.
Okay, so that one, I don't remember them all being bugs, but I remember like the whole. Because it was also like one of those segments because it'd come on like Friday nights or something like that, or Friday afternoons, and it was definitely like the mantis guy. He was like one of the hosts, and he would talk like this, he'd do this number, like now for the next one. It was great.
I vividly remember that. It was gross and a little scarring for
well,
me.
I hated Uncle Grandpa, so that's fine.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's terrible.
That looked like such a weird show.
It was. I think the people who did it took LSD or something like that.
They had to. What?
But anyways, continue on. What do we got with the?
Anyways, Disney is picking up a cartoon called Kif from 2 South African animators. It won't come out until 2023, so you still got a lot of time. There's no trailers or anything, but it looks adorable.
It does look adorable. I wonder what kind of shenanigans and hijinks will ensue with this.
Do you want to show the camera?
Cat squirrel and.
Do you want to show the camera?
Hair bunny.
Since we don't have any,
Yeah.
I don't think we have any pictures.
Zoom in.
We couldn't pull up
Alex,
the image?
zoom in on the paper. Go, Alex.
You got it.
Go past the smushed up Yoshi, and then you can see it.
That's what it looks like.
While we're on
This one
there,
right there.
while we're on there, we also got Garbage Boy and Trash Can,
Yeah.
So.
which is picked up by Cartoon
Oh,
Network.
it's like the robot that's a
premise for
trash
this
can.
one?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was a skateboard. I didn't know what was happening.
No, it's a trash can robot.
Oh.
It kind of reminds me of what's that little science show that everybody had to watch in like middle school, and it was the guy and the robot. You know what I'm talking about?
So we're not talking about Bill Nye.
No.
Okay.
Bill. Wow. Okay. I'm glad Bill is still relevant in these times because I remember when it first came out. That's crazy. I'm old.
No, but it reminds me a lot of that, and a lot of the art style in the show looks a lot like Total Drama Island. If you guys are familiar with that.
I am familiar with Total Drama Island.
I didn't watch it, but I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, that's a Canadian cartoon.
Yeah.
I think I knew. No, I didn't.
No, you did.
But I feel like this cartoon definitely fits like what Cartoon Network is aiming for right now, pandering to like a lot of younger kids, even though younger kids definitely aren't watching Cartoon Network. But it looks fun. It looks zany.
Oh, they're on YouTube watching Elsa and Spider-Man do stuff.
Do weird
I
stuff.
think they're over that phase of it. Now they're just watching adults with really weird voices playing dolls.
This is true. That's the new.
I've also seen that.
That's the new weird, creepy trend on YouTube.
And it's like the kids, like they always make the kids out to be super duper bratty, and it makes me uncomfortable.
I love and hate YouTube all the time. So I just remember back in 2017 when the whole Elsa-gate thing started. Like,
I didn't.
And you just like all this stuff first started coming out, and you're just like. Who made this? Why does this exist? Who are you people? And what? I'm sure they made bank off of it because each video got like 2 million views a piece. And you're like, I'm like, who's letting their kids watch this? I don't understand. I hate the world. Anyways, okay.
I think it was before YouTube Kids became like.
Well, that's the thing. It was showing up on YouTube Kids.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's when they really had to step in and do like.
YouTube Kids is not particularly great for content because nobody gets paid for it. So.
It's better now because now you can't leave comments and kids can't if you go to YouTube Kids, it's pretty much like, and you have to specifically say your video is made for kids, and if you do say that, your video is going to be like
demonetized.
No, well, pinpointed. Nobody's calling me. Okay, just somebody. Your video is going to be very honed in on, scanned and made sure. I think probably not. YouTube's just a bunch of automated people, but they did hire a bunch of people to moderate content. I feel sorry for those people because those video content monitoring for Facebook and all the social media stuff. They have to watch some
stuff.
Wild stuff.
It's not great. But no, that's really cool. I'm glad we're finally getting to see some African animation. I'm sure we'll start getting more Chinese animation stuff soon. I know Luck Dragon came out, but nobody's really talking about.
Yeah. Luck Dragon. I haven't even seen it.
I think it's a Luck Dragon or it's a Wish Dragon or something like that.
One of the two.
It's on Netflix.
It's with that pink dragon looking fluffy one, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was a sentence. Anyways.
But I'll have to check it out.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Not really animation, but something I did want to bring up. It definitely falls under entertainment anyways. So we got, a couple months ago, we got a teaser for Clifford the Big Red Dog. Go ahead and play that. Play the red bean footage.
Roll the clip.
Roll it. But we finally got a trailer, and they released it today, and it looks like you think it would.
I was kind of thinking.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. I remember seeing that on Twitter and being like, "What am I looking at?"
It definitely the trailer kind of gives off this is a typical family movie vibe, there's Emily Elizabeth, and this I guess they go to a weird pet shop or something. I don't really know.
I'll be real. This should have just stayed an animation thing.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna do it more like Tom and Jerry, where it was the animated dog in the real world.
No, but
the
CGI is so much cheaper though. Yeah, it's definitely it really.
What?
What? Yep, magic tears.
Is she magic? Is that what this is?
Yep, there it is. The big red dog, wolf.
I don't want to know. Never mind. I was about to ask how they got out of the room. I don't want to know.
He's adorable.
No, don't give me no.
He's not real.
I'm gonna be real. It's
the animation on the dog isn't bad. The CGI is actually there it looks a little rough, but
it's
his animations aren't that bad.
It's decent.
It definitely looks out of place. Like you could definitely like, oh, that's just a big red CGI dog, duh. Like
Is this supposed to, like, where is this taking place?
New York. It's in New York.
Yeah, it's in New York because of course it is because
Why
it's other.
it wasn't in New
Remember,
York.
the only two places that exist are Los Angeles and New York. Those are the only two cities that exist in all of North America, in the world actually.
I can't. No, I'm frustrated. No,
there was a part in the trailer that didn't show where Clifford like almost ate a dog.
Yeah, that was
like, oh yeah, maybe we should feed him. I was like, oh no.
That's yeah, no, it was
that would have sucked.
No, I don't like this.
I was scared.
I don't. My childhood's ruined.
I was scared for a second. I was like, oh look, see here. It's
Oh,
that's a weird looking pug.
September 17th.
That was a weird looking pug. Anyway.
September 17th, if you're looking forward to that. Hey, a couple days after the Courage the Cowardly Dog and Scooby-Doo movie, it's just going to be September's Dog Month. I'm sorry. It's Dog Month now. It's just what's going to have to be. So, yeah, not super impressive, but at least something to talk about. Becca's not impressed.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
It's not great, but I got the same beef with a later topic we're gonna.
Ooh.
Because it's just not good.
Got some beef. So moving on, are you guys familiar with Hanna-Barbera at all?
Yes, kind of, slightly.
It sounds familiar. I'm sure if you showed me like a picture, I would know.
Oh well, I'm sure if we show you this trailer, you might know. Like of like Jabberjaw, like probably not. That's probably way. Yogi Bear? You gotta leave.
Yogi Bear, okay.
Well, okay,
yes.
They had a movie. Play the trailer. Play it. Play the trailer, baby.
Go.
Okay.
All right. Okay, I know those ones.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I know those ones.
So literally this is like...
It all looks familiar.
Yeah, you got like Top Cat.
That's...
caveman people. And this whole trailer looks just like... Yeah, no. It actually, like, if you could listen to some of the jokes they actually say, like, it's actually kind of funny. Huckleberry Dog, I can't remember his name, actually. I forgot his name. But this trailer is just so edgy enough to where it's not, like,
that person's
offensive.
Dead.
Yeah, it's not, like, offensive, but, like, it's just kind of, like, the right type of humor for me, I think. It's, like, barely, like, that's where she's like, I'm going to give him a sedative and, like, beats him on the head.
Is it like Animaniacs humor? Like Freakazoid kind of humor?
Maybe not like Freakazoid kind of humor. This looks...
It looks adorable, though, and kind of chaotic.
Yeah, so, like, if you are familiar with, like, Snagglepuss or, like, all those... And then Johnny Quest. The Johnny Quest people apparently are in there. It's just, like... you remember the Looney Tunes... Not Looney Tunes. What was the... I guess it's the new Looney Tunes show or something like that, where they're like all living in a city, like a suburb.
Yeah.
I think it's basically like that, but maybe more focused on like comedy, not so much like their everyday suburban life or something like that.
Right.
Gotcha. And that Looney Tunes show is pretty good. So if it's like that,
I've seen
down
clips of
for
it.
It gives me that kind of vibe, but definitely I think they just get into more shenanigans, and because they know they're cartoons. But like in the Looney Tunes show, they're not really. I'm actually not sure.
There's an ad.
There
it's just the Looney Tunes.
X out of it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Oh,
Thank you for that. I was like, I don't recognize that at all. I recognize the turtle, but Jellystone definitely gives me those vibes. But if you have HBO Max, I'm actually not sure when it airs. I forgot to look that up. So, but I'm sure everyone at home can Google it or something.
Hopefully sometime
we have
soon.
phones. It's fine.
All right.
What do we got next?
So the last bit of entertainment news.
Oh.
There's new. Am I familiar with the show iCarly? Played on Nickelodeon back in 2012, 2007, that kind of. Yeah.
I know of it.
You know of it.
I watched. See, it's funny is I watched Sam and Cat. I didn't watch.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
Netflix. Years later.
No, but I mean, like, a lot of what Sam and Cat centers around is, like, it has a lot of backstory from iCarly and Kat and Victoria. So
that's kind of what I picked up on watching Sam and Kat. I feel like I'm missing something here.
Oh man.
So recently on Paramount Plus, because that's a new streaming service that we all have to pay for because cable companies are just getting replaced, and we're basically spending the same amount of money for all these streaming services.
Yeah, it's
Unless
great.
you could find some weird bundle deal, but I think something like that exists out there. But, so anyways, there's a new iCarly reboot out there. Basically, not really a reboot. I guess it's more of like a continuation, but I don't know how to describe it other than like the show kind of grew up along with us technically. So go ahead and play the trailer because there you go. Like, cause see that's like showing clips from the old show, and like it was a good time. iCarly was hilarious. I laughed so much. And then see now it's 2021. Everybody's older, and now they're like talking about drinking and like relationships, and they got alcohol, and like right there Spencer swears, so it's like
yeah, that's something I saw let me see if I can start a sentence. I had seen like screenshots and stuff of like Carly like swearing and stuff. I'm like, oh, interesting. So then they're not keeping the PG rating from
nope.
Okay.
Cool.
Nope, definitely not. No. Which is fine, because but they don't do it so much to where it's like, oh, they're just swearing a whole bunch. So like they actually do it in like they make it funny. And of course Freddie's mom still like.
I'm so upset he still lives with his mom.
Oh,
I want it better for him.
Well, see, like he gave his whole backstory of actually why he still lives with, or like why he didn't live with his mom the whole time. He had to come back.
Yeah.
So like it was like a whole thing. I watched like the first 3 episodes. It's pretty funny. If you're a fan of the original series, you will definitely like this. If you're old enough to watch it, anyways.
I heard Spencer's rich now, though.
Yes. No.
Hey.
Spencer's rich, even though he's in like the same apartment. Which is, but no, he's a rich dude now. And they make that perfectly clear in the first episode. And Carly's rooming with somebody, or I don't remember the whole backstory. It was like a lot of info dump they do on like the first episode.
Yeah.
But Freddie, no, poor Freddie. He's like after 2 divorces, and he has an adopted daughter that lives with them. Yeah, it's like a whole thing, and she's pretty funny too. She's like a little conniving.
Definitely that younger kid stereotype.
If you took your guys' generation, Gen Z or whatever it is, the one that makes fun of millennials all the time, if you turn that up to like 1,000, that's her character.
Exactly.
Which is funny because but she's not like unbearable. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like none of the characters so far are unbearable. And a couple characters come back, as you saw in the trailer. A couple of older characters come back. It'll definitely be. I'm just thinking about some of the scenarios, and it's funny. Like I said, go check it out. And they have to make a whole episode based on like how memes or whatever, like internet humor.
Yeah, of course
like
they did.
Spencer's whole art show turns into that. It was a whole thing. No, go watch it. Like I highly suggest it. It's really fun. But a couple of people are wondering. Some of the main characters are missing. Like
some of the best characters.
Yeah, some of the best, like Sam and Gibby. Like, but that's not to say the show can't stand up on their own, because it definitely can.
Yeah.
And I think that's one reason. Like I said, Freddie's adopted daughter pretty much replaces Sam in like the abusive, but not like physically abusive because she's a child. So of course no, but she's just more like verbally abusive towards her dad, which is like kind of funny. But they love each other. It's like a whole thing.
Right.
So, yeah, people were wondering where Sam, because we literally just talked about Sam and Kat. Well, apparently, the old director for Nickelodeon, what was his name?
Dan
Schneider.
Dan Snyder is not the best of people.
No.
We'll say that. There's some stories that have come out specifically on Sam, why she's not returning.
Yeah.
It didn't have anything to do with iCarly or anything like that. Like she has two reasons why, at least that I have heard of. I'm not basing this off facts. This is just what I've heard of.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you want to double check, make sure. I'm sure there's probably some articles out there on the internet. I have no idea where to find those at though, because I don't usually peruse such sites because I find it trivial.
Fact check us.
Fact check the nerds, because we're just nerds and we're just talking about whatever we want. So Sam I forget. Jeanette, thank you. Jeanette McCurdy didn't return to play Sam because there was a lot of Dan Schneider. Basically, mostly in the Sam and Cat show, Dan Schneider was not very nice to them, and the whole foot thing as well. That was Dan Schneider's a foot guy. We won't go into specifics on what that means, but definitely if you look back, you're like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, he wasn't the greatest, and you know, child stars either take two routes. They either like embrace it and they do something good with it, or they just fall off the face of the planet and don't want anything to do with it anymore.
And well, or the third route, which a lot of them also fall into, like drugs and stuff, but going crazy. But the other reason why is apparently Jeanette McCurdy only got to be an actor because of her mother. She wanted to help her mother out with bills and stuff like that. So, you know, when you act, you make a lot of money. So that was the kind of other reason. And now I don't know the status of her mother.
I heard that correct me if I'm wrong, people out there, but I think she had passed away not too long ago. I remember seeing a video about her, like, talking about it, like it was a virtual interview type thing with Jeanette McCurdy, but it was awfully sad. And but
I know that Jeanette had like a lot of like eating disorder related problems around the filming of Sam and Cat, and that like a lot of like jokes and stuff required her to like eat food as like props and stuff, and that was a huge problem too.
Yeah, so that wasn't great.
Yeah. So I think she has officially said like she's not doing acting anymore, but she does do like a podcast that I know of.
I heard she's going more in the direction of being a director.
Ooh.
Okay.
And stuff, and she's had a couple of like really neat little short films that she's released.
I'll have to check those out.
She's doing some cool stuff. Or at least trying to. She'll get there.
Interesting. And apparently Gibby's not coming back because during the filming of iCarly, I think there were some bullying stuff, which I can't imagine. Like, who was bullying him? Like,
that I do not know for sure.
It was like the main cast? Because, like, that doesn't make any sense.
I couldn't see it.
No, I'm right. I couldn't see it. So I'm just like, oh no, is it like the Blue Power Ranger guy all over again? Like
the Blue Power Ranger guy.
So it just reminds me. The original run of the American Saban's Power Rangers, like the original, like 1992 or whenever it came out, 93.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Don't quote
Rangers.
me on ancient. Wow. Thanks. Thank you for that. Well, I'm just gonna leave now. I'm ancient. I'm gonna wither to dust at any second. At this point.
Tiana, you gotta finish the show for us.
You're fine.
Both of you just walk off.
After the show, I'm just gonna get snapped and I'm just gonna dissipate into dust.
Anyways.
But no, so like with the Blue Power Ranger, that whole thing was the guy who played the Blue Power Ranger. He was kind of like the nerdy. He wore like glasses. Apparently, he was getting picked on. I don't know by who, but he was getting like bullied behind the scenes. And so literally, they kind of like when he was leaving the show.
It's funny.
What I think about it is it's so funny for no reason. Okay. So there's like, oh, what's happening? Wait.
Hello? Oh,
that's not the Blue Power Ranger.
Oh, poor Gibby. See, they did him wrong.
Yeah.
He was always the butt end of the joke.
no wonder he left then.
Well, no, but like that on the show, he was the butt in the joke, which is fine because actually he became like his own character a lot later. Like before, he was just a joke character. But then all of a sudden, like now he's like become a part of the show as much as anybody else. Like he showed up on the iCarly portions more often and stuff like that. Like he started becoming a big part of the show. And so I'm like, who would bully him? Like, I don't know, maybe like, oh, you're a side character, haha. But I don't know. I don't see that. But anyways, back to, because I have ADD, back to the Blue Power Ranger thing. So like, yeah, when he was leaving the show, he got beamed to another planet, and he was helping some aliens fix things or whatever, and he fell in love with one of the aliens, and he's gonna stay, and so that's why he got rid of
That's wild.
That was the wildest thing.
That is terrible writing. That is terrible writing.
He fell in love with an alien.
Yes.
They couldn't say like, oh, he died in self-sacrifice for the crew, and then they needed to find him.
It's a kid's show, like.
So
they can't just kill him off.
Yes, they can.
He's dead. That's it.
He died. Whoops. Next.
Not everything can be. Trying to think of a show where like people just die.
You're gonna scar
can't be like
young kids. Becca.
Good.
Can't be like Adventure Time and just kill off a character and just say, oh look, we meet him later, and I don't know.
It's fine, maybe.
It's fine. No. No, they had to like write him out. So I was like, oh, you're gonna fall in love with the alien.
You can write him out.
Speaking of like weird backstories, what backstory did they give Sam when they were explaining why she was gone? Something.
Yeah.
I remember.
I don't think they really.
They talk about it for like a couple of lines, because I saw a clip about
it. It was like 2 lines. Wasn't a whole lot. They just kind of like just drop it, and I don't really. It
was just like, she's off to bigger and better things without us, or something like that.
Yeah, they didn't.
The general vibe.
It was like a whole joke.
She was too good for us.
Oh.
It basically was kind of like, oh, ha ha ha, like we're not gonna actually give a reason why she's not here.
That's lame.
Which I mean is fine. They don't need to explain why. They just need to know like why all the characters are here. Again, it's not a bad reboot, or it's not a bad like continuation. If you're gonna watch it, like just enjoy it for like, it's basically iCarly, but it's got swearing and alcohol in it and some like relationship stuff. That's what that's really about it. And Spencer again steals the show because he's just funny.
Also, the man is immortal. He looks exactly the same as he did when they first started the show.
Jerry Trainer?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a Jerry Trainer. Jerry Trainer is great. I've actually followed him on Twitter.
Did you see, like not too long ago, he like posted on YouTube like a tutorial on how to make spaghetti tacos, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I'm going to look that up. That sounds funny.
Oh, he's so funny. I love that man.
Oh, he's great.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to move on to anime news. So, fortunately, we can't show you the trailer, but me and T over here, we did watch the trailer.
And it was so good. It looks so nice.
What's happening on June 27th? Wow, that's really close, actually. That's crazy.
Oh, no, that's when they released the trailer. They released the trailer.
Oh, I thought they were...
I was about to say, 27 was like 2 days ago. Not to date this video.
I was like, yes, June 27th in the far future of like next month.
No, but
I'm tired.
And the far, far future of 2004.
The far, far future of next week. I mean, yesterday.
They announced the show earlier this year, and they just released the trailer for it, and it doesn't come out until later on this year.
Okay.
But it looks. It looks.
No, it looked good. I literally keep seeing the Twitterverse explode with like, oh my gosh, like here's like every now and then like a new volume of Chainsaw Man to come out. And like, oh my gosh, it was the most amazing thing I think I've ever seen in read my entire life. I could never read another manga like this or something like that because it's just the best.
They say it's just as good as Jujutsu Kaisen, and that got a lot of hype when it came out.
I definitely see like Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man are like coming in. They're going to be like the new hot shonen. That is until I don't even know when Demon Slayer season 2 is coming out. I don't know
either.
Okay. I thought you were on top of it. I don't
Oh,
know.
no, I wish.
My wife caught up on Demon Slayer. She like binged the whole thing in like 2 days, and I was like, I'd never seen it. I literally.
That's
wild. She was binging the first, then we went to bed, and I slept late, and I woke up, and she was like, she had gotten through the whole Spider Forest part, because I just see like the Hashiramas all standing around. My jaw dropped. I was like,
that's wild.
You went through you went why? It was
Also, I'm surprised to see like an anime adaptation already for Chainsaw Man, because it's relatively a new.
Yeah,
manga.
I think much like Jujutsu Kaisen, it kind of picked up traction, and when something like that picks up traction in Japan, they kind of like jump on it right away.
Yeah.
Like versus like other things like, oh my gosh, we've been waiting for like 5 years for them to animate this, and I forgot to put this on the thing. I am so excited and happy. I forgot to put it on this thing. I don't know why I was punching it. I was just happy.
Wait, what'd you forget?
You guys familiar with the Saga of Tanya the Evil? Know that one? Really?
I don't know what
really? No one knows? Oh my god.
Do I look like I know anime?
Give it the program.
Graphic. D, if you could find a trailer for Saga of Tanya the Evil, that'd be great. I just want to show them. I don't know what the trailer involves. I don't think there's anything too graphic with Tanya, but basically, it is an isekai.
It's not too graphic. Explosion.
Look, it's not. It is an isekai. So the little girl right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah. So like, in this world, there's
Magic
like
guns.
psychic powers pretty much, and you like enhance your bullets and everything, and like make them explode. It's crazy. But it's basically like World War II. Like, think of it as like tiny Hitler. all right. Stop blowing the trailer. That's too much. I
don't know. Tiny Hitler is a good description of anything. Ever.
Tiny
I don't know if that should be a selling point.
It is a selling point.
That
is.
It's a selling point.
That's how I'm teaching my kids from World War II.
No.
So basically, all right. So the Saga of Tanya. We'll get back to Chainsaw Man in a second. I just got to gush about Tanya the Evil. All right, it's an isekai. Okay, like for some people, I was like, oh, another isekai. It was like, but I'm like, listen, look. There's this dude, right? He's just minding his own life. He fired somebody earlier that day. Dude gets mad, pushes the main character off into like an oncoming train, like on the subway kind of deal.
Why?
And basically time stops. And then you have God basically talk to this man. It's like, hey, I'll save you if you admit I'm real or something like that, or just pray to me or something.
Okay.
And of course he's like, no. And so he's like, all right, fine. I'm going to reincarnate you, but in another world, and I'll make you a little girl. Ha-ha. What do you see? What do you know about that? And so he's so self-aware. He's like, I used to be salary man, but now I'm like a tiny girl. I don't understand.
So he has memories in his tiny girl form.
Of course, that's what most isekais have. Yeah.
That's
like,
why.
They have memories.
Interesting.
And so like he gets put basically, and he's just trying to like live a comfortable life, but basically growing up, he's like miserable. He's like in this orphanage.
Mm-hmm.
I say he, but it's like she now. Her name is Tanya. But they find out she has really high like mental capabilities because like they wear like these little devices that like enhance their mental capacity to like do the. It's kind of like magic. I don't know. Their magic system's like interesting. It's like magic that's like psychic kind of magic. It's like weird.
Why? Wild. I like it.
But the whole point is basically what Tanya infers to as being X. Or like God, it keeps putting her in situations to where like, hey, you're gonna die, but if you pray to me, you'll get saved. So like, it's kind of like, and then Tanya's like, I don't care, screw you. Like I wanna fight you, I wanna find you and kill you somehow. It's like, oh, it's great, and it's just like Tanya's just like, I just want to live comfortably in the countryside and just live out this life and like get it over with. So like, if I like blow myself up, like injure myself, they'll take me off the front lines because I'm like this little 12, probably not even 12, like 9, 8-year-old girl.
Wait, so they put this 8-year-old girl on the front lines.
She goes out in the front. Yeah, I know. It's great.
That's
it's great.
wild.
You saw her. She went in.
I love that.
And season 2, I'm telling you, it's so fun. I think there's an OVA, and then between seasons 1 and 2, I haven't even seen it yet because I'm like, OVAs aren't canon, whatever. It's a good story, and season 2 is coming out. I think maybe winter. Winter or next year. I can't remember. It got confirmed.
Gotcha.
I don't have the information with me. I should have put it in here, but I completely forgot about it.
Oh, that'd be sick. I
wanted to gush about it real quick. Like, it's good. Just, I am a sucker for isekai. I don't know what it is, but I don't. I don't know why. I just because it's like I'm revealing like my secret, my deep dark secret. Like I like the isekais. Okay, I like Slime. Slime season 2 is coming out in fall. It's gonna be great.
Slime.
This is where this guy gets reincarnated as a slime.
Yeah,
it's great.
I've seen the manga for that.
It's so wholesome for no reason. It's just it's good. It's good. And then Rising of a Shield Hero season 2 is coming out. I think also in fall. So I'm just like, I'm not going to know what to do with myself. It's coming out in fall or winter or something like that.
They got a really good lineup for this fall.
We got to talk about that next time or something like that. We got to talk about all the new anime coming up.
Oh, I'd love to.
Seth is going to love it. Seth is just going to love us sitting here talking about anime the whole time. It's going to be great.
I'm just the control now.
Oh.
What?
Man, you sound scary.
Wow. Hijacked.
I am the captain now.
But if there's any isekai I can recommend, it's definitely Slime, Shield Hero, and Saga of Tanya the Evil.
Okay.
Don't watch Spider. Don't watch I was reincarnated as a spider, so what? It's trash. But it's like the good trash. Like, so good they're making a season 2, which I'm mad at because I'm like,
trash.
It's good.
So do we watch it or no?
No, it's trash.
You said it was good trash.
But it's good trash.
So do we watch it or no?
But it's just like, you just want to watch a train wreck happen. You just watch that.
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
When you're feeling, so that was like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to choose one really trash anime to just watch each season just because I'm like, it's like trash television. And
see, I was going to compare it to another show, but then you might get upset, so I won't compare it.
Talking about.
I was gonna say trash, like fairy tale trash, or like.
Fairy tale is not trash. Don't you diss fairy tale. People hate on fairy tale so much. You want them. Get out of here.
Oh,
fairy tale is great. All right, it's got good characters. It's like,
fairy tale's alright. It's
okay. Well, you said all right. It's not trash.
Good trash.
So, do we want to like go into the nerd vocab?
No, hold on. No,
okay.
We need to settle something here.
We're 42 minutes in, man. We got the rest of the show. We got things to
This
talk.
is true. We do need to move on.
Okay.
Becca, what's a shonen? Tell me what. This is your nerd vocab.
This is the nerd vocab.
Uh-huh.
You got it.
See, the thing, the nerd vocab today is shonen.
Yeah.
And we just established I'm the one who doesn't watch anime.
Well, what better person to get edificated than you?
Of course.
No, I'm doing the edificating here. That's the problem.
Well, go.
You got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Because people can't read lower thirds. Shonen is a genre of Japanese comics and animated films aimed primarily at a young male audience, typically characterized by action-filled plots.
There you go.
Great.
Look, you
That's
did
what
it.
it is.
Yay, I'm so proud.
Very
See,
proud.
and you didn't explode. You talked about anime and you didn't explode. Isn't that crazy?
Did you expect me to explode?
I mean, you act like it sometimes. You and Seth. Seth's like, if Seth talks about it, he might melt.
See, it's fine. It just doesn't make sense. So.
All right.
Because I
The
don't watch it.
definition doesn't make sense.
No, this is fun. No, I'm gonna stop talking until it's my turn to talk.
Well,
again.
we talked about shonen because that's what Chainsaw Man is, which I thought it wouldn't be shonen, but apparently it is.
Gotcha.
Well, it's like a twisted shonen. It's like I don't know how to
Jujutsu
describe
Kaisen.
it. Yeah, kind of. Exactly.
So after this next topic in gaming news, I'm probably going to mostly stop talking and let y'all take over because I've been gushing about things for a while.
Sounds good.
Play the trailer, Scarlet Nexus. It's a game. Everybody should play. Maybe not everybody because it is kind of like anime.
Everyone should play it. Inappropriate for children.
It's not inappropriate for children. Actually,
Oh, but we couldn't play Chainsaw Man.
No, there's no blood in this. I mean, not any like.
I saw blood in that other trailer you showed.
Well, I didn't know how far. I was like, oh yeah, that happens. But anyways,
I think he just didn't want to show Chainsaw Man. I think this was.
I did want to show Chainsaw Man. It wasn't just the blood. It wasn't just the blood in Chainsaw Man.
Anyways, we're talking about Scarlet Nexus. We're off topic.
Basically, it's like.
It looks cool.
Yeah, no, it's like you got these psychic powers, and you go through and like you blow up these enemies called others.
Nice.
And she has like daggers. She's pretty fun, and you could like take a truck. And you get to like throw it at people and trains. You get to like pick up trains with your mind.
I like throwing trains.
Yeah, it's very cinematic. Like the story so far is pretty intriguing. You have these messed up looking weird enemies here. All the characters are great. It's a fun time. Like I highly suggest it. It is also very good looking. You'll see in a second where Home Dude throws a bus somewhere. Well, that's like actually gameplay, like right here. So you actually do that.
That's wild.
Yeah. Okay.
It's great. You just ride on a bus.
What do you play it on?
You can play it on Steam or PlayStation or Xbox, I believe. I don't think it's out on Switch.
Boo.
I know. But
I like all the robot stuff.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Okay.
It's great. It's great. It's great.
Now, I've only had a PS4 or
I just wanted to gush about it.
Yeah, that's cool.
So what's happening with in the gaming world, Becca?
Well,
I didn't say nothing. I just said what's happening in the gaming world.
Couple of things. Well, you've got my Lego story in the gaming thing, which I don't know. I guess it kind of.
I thought I didn't know where else to put it. So
that's fair. Because like technically Lego is fandom, but like I don't know if it necessarily. I mean, I guess you can make it a game. There are Lego games.
There are Lego games.
There's Lego Mario.
I'm off topic, but there's Lego Marvel and all the Lego weekend. What?
Mario.
There's Lego Mario?
There's a Lego Mario.
I was talking about the Lego Wii games just now.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're not talking about Lego Wii games. Camera moved. So I found out recently that Lego started creating their toy bricks from like plastic bottles and stuff in hopes of cutting down on plastic production and stuff.
Oh, I'm so proud.
I thought that was cool. Because like my dad was a huge fan of Legos back when he was a kid, and he like saved all of his. So he got this big old, like two of them, big old like containers and stuff, like that thing back there. What is that called? What is it called?
The
closet?
Tool shed?
Tool shed thingy-ish?
Tool box, tool closet.
Okay.
Storage container.
It's like yay high. Yay high. And heavy and big.
And big.
It's like
just full of Legos?
Yes, full of Legos. That's how many he has. And so we play with him a lot as a kid, so it's a fun nostalgia toy for me personally. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was cool.
That's cool. Like, you know, environmentally conscious. Like, everyone's like, well, this planet's doomed anyway. So I'm like, well, you could, I don't know, just try to not. I mean, I don't know about you. I just don't like seeing plastic on the side of the road. That's just me. I think it looks ugly. So I like nature better.
Yeah. Yeah, I do find it, like, I think it's good that they are trying to do it, like, that way to help save on plastic and stuff. And, like, what better way to reuse plastic than to put them into Legos? Because most people who buy Legos keep Legos. Like, throwing out Legos is, like, a sin of some kind. Like, if you got the 10 Commandments, the ones in the fine line, number, like, 11,
Thou shalt
not throw out your Legos. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Greatest sin.
It is the greatest sin. That's why it's not written, because it's the greatest.
Because it's like a duh, you know, like you
don't
have to say it.
It's common knowledge.
Just not even the devil throws out his Legos. What are you doing?
Oh goodness.
Put that rant camera away.
No, save the rant camera for later.
Later.
I would go ahead and talk about Minecraft so you can get to your rant.
Yes, Minecraft. So, some of y'all, as in all of y'all who are watching this on YouTube, because we didn't air this first one, we did a practice episode, and I talked about this. I'm trying to.
You're right. Continue.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Because you're funny.
Okay.
Just talk. Just
okay,
rant.
so in a never going to be aired episode that we used as a practice episode, I talked about the show called Minecraft Championship, which is run by what's the guy's name?
This is your story.
Scott Smajer. The guy's name is Scott Smajer, along with his crew, the Nox crew, and they basically it's like Super Bowl for Minecraft people, and they started that up again for the 2021 year. Last month with MCC 15, which is the 15th MCC they've had so far. This month they have done another one, only instead of continuing like the numbers of MCC 14, 15, this is MCC Pride, and it's not actually like canon to like the rest of it, but basically
there's like a whole story. There's like a canon.
It's not like say canon, but it's not a story. It's just a game. Like the points and stuff don't.
Official.
It's not official.
Gotcha.
That's the correct verbiage here. But anyway, it's MCC Pride because they partnered up with the Trevor Project and YouTube Gaming to raise money for the Trevor Project. And that was kind of one of the main goals of like this specific tournament. So. Hang on.
Just gather your thoughts. What you thinking?
So the team that won this year was this month. The team that won this month was the Aqua Axolotls, which this time the team was composed of Illumina, Gizzy Gaza, Creekcraft, and Rai Guy Rocky, which I only know Illumina because I've heard of him in passing and stuff. So yeah, that team ended up being in first place, going down the ranks. Second place was Orange Ocelots. Third place was Pink Parrots, which is the team I ended up watching. It had Technoblade, Wilbursoot, Solidarity Gaming, and Grian. And that actually, I'm gonna bring this team up later because I've got a separate story.
Oh, another separate story.
Fourth place was the Lime Llamas. Fifth place was Red Rabbits. Sixth was Purple Pandas. Seventh was Blue Bats. 8 was Cyan Creepers. That's not how you say it. Cyan. I know how to say words. Green Guardians was 9th, and Yellow Yaks was in last place. Again, I think they were last place last month too. And
I have a question.
Yes.
So, if I remember correctly from that unseen episode,
the lost episode. That was,
you mentioned that Dream was in one of these groups.
Okay, so basically,
is he still there? Because hasn't he been like shadow banned, outcasted, thrown out?
He cheated on a speed run. He somehow, I don't know how you cheat in a speed run, but
basically, Minecraft Championships kind of like you've got 40 people per tournament. They're split up into 10 different teams. They don't use the same people every time. Like the team names I list off, those are not going to have the same people in them every month. Those are going to be like different teams. So like last month he was in a team. He is not in a team this month. I think it was mainly so they could put more people into teams who were actually like LGBTQ plus and stuff, and who weren't as big of names, so that people would go watch everybody else. Yeah. Granted, there's also the fact that because YouTube Gaming was partnered with this particular MCC, the only ones who could stream it were people who were not under contract with Twitch. So that did limit how many POVs you could see. So, yeah. So, where was I going with that sentence? Anyways.
They take Minecraft really seriously.
Apparently, this is a whole. I did not know this world existed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about super. I guess it would depend on who you watch. But some people were like, "Yeah, this is just for fun. Don't stress about it." And other people take it super seriously. Dream Team, so like Dream, George, and Sapnap tend to take it pretty seriously. But most of the people I watch don't. They're just like, "Oh yeah, this is fun." Mostly because they're better.
I can't imagine like making
you didn't hear
Minecraft.
I heard it.
No, competitive.
Oh, they make anything competitive. Like specifically, Smash Brothers was like, Sakurai's like, hey, this is a fun game. Don't let it be competitive. And you know what they did?
They made it competitive.
They
incredibly
made it so competitive. It's like crazy, and it's and then he literally the next game he made was like, all right, fine, you're gonna make it competitive here. Try random tripping, haha, make that competitive. And then literally was like, people were like, this sucks, and he's like, oh okay. So he like reeled it back in 4, And then I guess with
Yeah.
5, it's a little bit better. But he's still like, no, it's a fun game. But like, here's some like cool stuff you can do. You know, like here's some new like mechanics and everything. I'm like, okay, respect.
But yeah, Minecraft Championships is not like the first Minecraft related like tournament style thing that people have done before. Keemstar hosted Minecraft Mondays either last year or like the year before. I don't remember exactly because I wasn't in the community when that was happening. There's also Minecraft Ultimate, which I know even less about.
What does that even? Oh, Ultimate. I thought it was like, here's the ultimate version of Minecraft.
No, just like yeah.
We're gonna have exploding blocks. You never know, your dirt block could explode.
That does sound like something someone would do.
We added some flying creepers to the game, and they're gonna make your life miserable.
They're called phantoms.
Because they can see you through the walls. We're gonna put gas in the overworld, and they're gonna make everything explode. They're gonna add a lightning gas to where it looks. There's just constant lightning. It's gonna destroy
Lightning
everything.
has been increased by 500%.
This is Minecraft Ultimate Edition. Prepare to cry.
I mean, technically, there's hardcore settings on Minecraft, so like
that's hardcore. That's like whatever. But I mean, just like making it stupidly
Ultimate
hard
is
for
like
those.
hardcore plus everything you just said.
Hardcore plus just misery.
What, you had to have fun playing this game? No.
No, of course not. Why would you ever want to? Now, Becca, I know you wanted to do your final installment of your rant, but do you want to do it next week?
Yeah.
Because there's not really a whole lot.
Yeah, there really isn't.
I guessed about anime for too long.
It's fine. It's fine. I do need to rewatch the last video though, just to refresh my rage. So.
Yeah, your rant. Okay, gotcha. So, Becca's gonna come back with the rant cam. We do have 2 minutes, but I have one final story to talk about.
Can I talk about, I have one tiny itty bitty thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
So I said I was gonna come back to Pink Parrots. This is me coming back to Pink Parrots because in the middle of the tournament, one of the players, who was the only one not streaming, his office building where he was at, the fire alarm started going off while they were doing games and stuff, and he ended up having to leave for a couple of games. Actually, no, just one, and having another person sub in for him. But he eventually came back, but like the fire people wouldn't tell him what happened, and it was weird. And what I've been told is that if a fireman won't tell you like what's going on with the building, that typically means there was like criminal stuff happening. Maybe fact check me, but because the fire alarm was going off, so the fire department was called, and like they had like people were like had to like evacuate out of the building and stuff.
See, what I'm upset about is the fact that he didn't play while he was evacuating. A real gamer would have.
A real gamer would have stayed.
He tried.
But that's going to be it here for today's episode, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And until next time, everybody, stay fancy.
Get the show put together.
So wait, this wasn't this isn't Chainsaw Man?
No, this is Vegeta. Okay, so
this isn't. No, okay. I'm coming over to the camera.
The entire
I'm coming over to the camera. I have I thought this was Chainsaw Man. I thought it was on the paper the whole time.
No, it is Vegeta. So the entire premise is